I want you to just explain that because this is something which to some people will sound like absolute nonsense. When they created the Bantustans, you can give us the history of how that was decided and why those areas were cordoned off. The popular opinion and the general line that is towed by the press and by most academics today, and they never challenged on this, is that the Bantustans were the really terrible parts of South Africa that were unworkable. We needed to push black people in there. The government was of the opinion that those were the areas that they should be put in and forgotten about.
Okay, so I just switched here so you can see on the screen. It's a tweet that I've made. And what I've did
Mhm.
is I've had this map that shows the arable soils for rain-fed agriculture, meaning
Yes.
basically any agriculture, because the only other type of agriculture is irrigation-fed agriculture. But you can't farm any animals on irrigation, and irrigation is really not a large-scale operation that you can do anywhere unless there's rivers and lots of water. If you look at these maps, you'll see that the areas in which the Bantustans was later made basically correlates perfectly with the vast majority of the country's high potential and moderate potential agricultural land, especially in the Eastern Cape. You'll see here in the Transkei, which is the orange area, that there's this little cookie bite that's taken out of the Transkei. And then if you look next to it on the map of arable soils, you'll see that exact cookie bite is exactly where the area is that is not suitable for agriculture. So now the question comes, what is the reason for this? Why did they why was because everyone think that the Bantustans was given to the black people. Like, this is yours, you can have this because it's crap and we'll take the good stuff for ourselves.
Yeah.
But it
Yeah.
was never given to them. That was just the areas that they settled in. That was the areas where black tribes actually had land before the 1913 Land Act. And just to mention it, I wanted to get to that in the previous time I talked. Um, Much later, Hendrik Verwoerd actually expropriated a lot of land from white farmers to give it back to the Bantustans. And that's all the land that was sold before the 1913 Native Land Act. And he said he wants to fully restore all the land that they had before they started selling them off. So he expropriated the land from white farmers mostly and gave it back to the Bantustans. And to get back to why that is so, and why this area, which is by far the best agricultural area in South Africa, was then within the Bantustans, it's just because they settled there because they didn't have the